blows my mind that it's controversial to not give your child a smartphone before the age of like 10. My son is turning 14 at the end of this year. He's 13 now, and he just got his very first Apple smartphone this last week, so let's talk about it and why. My son's friends started getting smartphones in like the 3rd and 4th grade, and I just thought that was like crazy. No kid that age needs untapped access to the internet, and they certainly don't need the anxiety and the depression and the comparison and everything that comes with having a social media. Our kids only have their childhood once, and I was in no rush to take that away from my son. So here's kind of what I did. Once my son got into the 6th grade, I noticed that he was more independent, wanted more autonomy, right? So there was a need for communication. So I got him the Bark phone, and we had that for 2 years. I think the Bark phone is great. Bark was kind of like training wheels for that, and we had that for 2 years. It basically, you have a parent app, and then it's connected to the phone, and it'll trigger if there's anything going on, drugs, mental health, suicide, sex, like anything bad, it would trigger and tell me in the parental app. But it's not so invasive that like it shows you every single text message or anything like that. And so my son had that phone for 2 years, and I told him when he goes into the 8th grade, I would let him have a smartphone. He's still not allowed to have social media or like access to the web or the browser on his phone, but he's able to download games, he can call, he can text. He'll use the Apple Pay when he's out, so that way I don't have to like give him cash. I also set it up so that it turns everything off at like 10 to 6 a.m. so that way we can prioritize sleep. He's still able to use his phone for like safety reasons. If he needed to call me or call 911, his phone like still works. I know every family is going to do it differently, but this is just how I've been doing it because I know that so many kids have access to porn early on, or they get addicted to social media, and studies do show that there is more anxiety and depression with kids who have smartphones earlier. So if you're a parent with a young child who is begging you for a phone and saying everyone has one, trust me, not everyone has one. And I do think that it's one of the best investments that we can do for our children's health to just wait, make them be patient. I also wanted to share like the settings and things that I'm doing just to protect my son a little bit more. And of course, as he gets older, we will like reevaluate everything. If you're in a similar stage of parenting, I hope this was helpful.